Alexis Ohanian, a college student who was bullied as a child, found solace in programming and pursued a career in law. After a failed law exam, he envisioned a different future and founded My Mobile Menu, a mobile food ordering tool. Despite technical difficulties, they were inspired by entrepreneur Paul Graham and decided to pitch their idea to local restaurants. They were invited to join Y Combinator, an accelerator program, but their pitch was rejected. Paul encouraged them to come up with a better idea, which led to their creation of My Mobile Menu. Paul advised them to focus on something they could build for web browsers, which many people had access to. Their idea changed the course of their entrepreneurial journey and helped shape the future of mobile food ordering. In 2005, Alexis and Steve realized the need for a better way to aggregate content from various sources on the internet. They proposed a site called Reddit, where users could publicly post content from different publications and moderate it using a simple voting system.
Story that's quickly going viral on Reddit.
This person later posted the video of what happened to Reddit.
The slogan was captured in a picture and posted on Reddit.
Reddit.
During a Reddit AMA today.
Because it's happening on Reddit today.
The goal was to create a website where anyone could see the best content on the internet, determined by the people of the internet. After graduating from college with a name and idea, they moved to Massachusetts to work full-time on the idea. They worked tirelessly on building Reddit, working tirelessly on the site. However, they received a harsh email from Paul, who asked them to launch a beta version immediately. They put live a basic bare-bones version of Reddit, which was linked to by Paul on one of his blog posts, bringing them their first 1,000 visitors. To generate traction, Alexis and Steve created hundreds of fake accounts under different usernames and posted content themselves to give the impression of many users. By the end of that summer, Reddit had amassed over 12,000 daily users. However, when visitors returned to the homepage, they would be greeted with just one page full of random links. Reddit, a popular social networking site, initially had no system for categorizing content, leading to a disagreement between Alexis and Steve. Alexis wanted tags to organize information, while Steve disagreed, arguing that tags were too subjective. They decided to create separate mini-communities called subreddits, which became the backbone of the site. The first subreddit was not safe for work, but they soon introduced more subreddits like science, programming, and politics. This led to the creation of a unified site for all these communities. In 2005, Alexis and Steve met Aaron Swartz, an 18-year-old programmer who was building a company called Infogami. Aaron had no money, place to live, and partners, so he decided to merge with Reddit. Paul Graham suggested they merge with Aaron's company, Not a Bug, Incorporated, and they each owned an equal 24% share of Reddit. As Reddit's user base increased, the site experimented with new features, such as adding a comment section and introducing the karma system, a public score for each user. This collaboration allowed Alexis, Steve, and Aaron to work well together, making significant progress and important additions to Reddit. There was an underlying tension between them. According to the deal that had been agreed, Aaron was now a co-founder of Reddit, but Alexis and Steve felt this wasn't fair since they'd started Reddit 6 months before he joined. Aaron, the co-founder of Reddit, was not present when the idea was first proposed, but he publicly referred to himself as such. Tensions between the founders escalated when Reddit became the target of Condé Nast, a multi-billion-dollar media empire. They wanted to buy Reddit due to its growth and potential, and since users generated all of the content, Condé Nast wouldn't have to pay writers and editors like they did for its magazines. After months of tense negotiations, Condé Nast and Reddit were almost ready to sign the deal. However, Aaron voiced concerns about the potential consequences of a giant media conglomerate taking control of a small website. Steve pulled Aaron aside for a serious talk, and despite his concerns, Aaron backed down. On Halloween night of 2006, Condé Nast acquired Reddit for around $10 million, with some reports claiming it went as high as $20 million. The acquisition made Alexis, Steve, and Aaron millionaires overnight. However, the deal required the founders to stay at Reddit for at least another 3 years, and Condé Nast offered them freedom to operate independently. The acquisition also meant they could hire a bigger team and grow Reddit faster, but the story of the Reddit founders took a dark twist with deadly consequences. Aaron, the founder of Reddit, felt that being owned by a large corporation was a bad culture fit. After being fired in 2007, Reddit's leadership continued to develop the platform and rethink key features. Subreddits, which allowed users to contribute topic ideas, were introduced in 2008. Users could moderate their own subreddits and have a diversified user base. Reddit managed its communities for free, unlike Facebook, which spends millions on content control. Moderators have great control over what was posted and deleted. At least 6 power mods control 118 of the top 500 subreddits, and Reddit immediately felt their effect. Subreddits numbered over 10,000 and Reddit had 2 million users by 2008. Despite the tremendous expansion of the platform, Reddit's bank account was not as strong as it had previously envisioned. Storyblocks.com/magnets or the link in the description below offers unlimited stock media downloads for one fee. Despite having millions of users, Reddit struggled to monetize due to users' dislike of ads. The major competition, Dig, put marketing over user experience. Therefore, many users switched to Reddit. Reddit lost money despite adding premium subscriptions and rewards. Personal issues and co-founder differences drove Alexis and Steve to leave Reddit in 2009. Congress introduced the Stop Online Piracy Act in 2011 to hold networks like Reddit accountable for all user-generated content. Copyright owners could sue the corporation, resulting in enormous fines, legal fees, or site closure. Many organizations, including Google and Wikipedia, opposed the act, which Reddit called an all-out war on the internet. Reddit went offline for 12 hours on January 18, 2012 to protest the bill. Reddit executives wrote in a blog post that the legislation and its supporters threatened Reddit and the internet. Good thing Congress gave in to public outcry and dropped the bill. Aaron Swartz led this internet freedom fight. Aaron was arrested in 2011 for stealing millions of MIT academic articles to share for free. He faced up to 35 years in prison and a fine of up to $1 million. A plea bargain gave Aaron 6 months in jail if he pleaded guilty. After rejecting this offer, he became isolated and mentally exhausted. Sadly, Aaron's girlfriend found him dead in his apartment weeks later. Aaron received internet tributes, including anonymous hacking MIT's website. Aaron's family honored him on his memorial website for his programming and tech prowess. He entered the Internet Hall of Fame as a hero for internet freedom, according to Reddit members. Aaron was removed from Reddit's co-founder page and mostly forgotten after his death. Reddit gained cultural prominence and billions of page views a month after PayPal Mafia member Yishan Wang became CEO in March 2012. However, expansion caused community disturbances, abuse, and extremist groups. The Boston Marathon bombing spawned a Reddit forum named Find Boston Bombers based on speculation and misinformation. Despite no proof, Sunil, a major Reddit member, was accused with the Boston Marathon bombing and his family was hounded by users who violated privacy regulations. The Boston bombing and the body of Sunil were found, leading to a witch hunt for Sunil. Personal stress and board conflicts led Reddit CEO Yishan to quit in 2014. Internal free speech disputes and unfavorable publicity from contentious subreddits worried stockholders and marketers. Sexism allegations damaged Reddit. Ellen Pao, a famous woman who sued her prior company for gender discrimination, became CEO. Back as executive chairman, Alexis Ohanian hopes to save Reddit's reputation. Ellen, Reddit's CEO, banned controversial subreddits and tightened anti-harassment policies. Her actions were criticized, prompting a site-wide shutdown and resignation petitions. The firm was criticized for trolling problematic subreddits after Steve Huffman returned as CEO in 2015. Popular third-party apps like Apollo closed after Reddit charged for API access in April 2023. This blackout locked down approximately 7,000 subreddits, including /music. Reddit persisted despite the backlash because the blackout was only 48 hours. Reddit owners and users disagreed on the modifications. Reddit's API changes were necessary to maintain profitability because third-party apps like Apollo imported content for free, causing significant back-end infrastructure costs. Most of the issues might have been prevented if Reddit had incorporated additional accessibility features to its app. ShipStation, a Reddit sponsor, offers e-commerce software that interfaces with several web platforms, automates shipping procedures, and delivers industry-leading USPS, PUPS, DHL, and global post shipping prices. Over 130,000 firms use ShipStation, making Reddit one of the most frequented websites. Despite over 20 years and hundreds of millions of users, Reddit has never turned a profit. Despite this, users have raised millions for charities and orphanages. organized the world's largest secret Santa gift exchange, and connected millions around shared interests. Reddit also provides good answers. By backing hedge funds against game halt in 2021, Wall Street bets caused a large stock price surge and billions in losses for hedge funds. Reddit's profitability is uncertain despite its success, but users continue to prove their worth and liability. Guys, that concludes today's video. I hope it entertains you. Like, share, and subscribe to BizVentures Media and click the bell to keep updated. See you next video. Henry Ford, born on July 30th, 1863, was raised on a farm in Dearborn, Michigan, which he quickly disliked. He often avoided his daily responsibilities as the eldest son, spending most of the day at home while his 5 younger siblings worked in the field. One neighbor even described Henry as the laziest boy on the face of the earth. However, Henry had a complete fascination with machinery and spent as much time as he could conducting experiments around the house, like tinkering with clocks and farming equipment to understand how they worked. Henry Ford's life is a tale of innovation, failure, and genius. His rise and lesser-known projects, like Fordlandia in the Brazilian rainforest, are explored. Ford, a mechanical engineer, built machines like water wheels and steam engines. His greatest achievement was repairing pocket watches, which he later gifted to Adolf Hitler. However, tragedy struck when Henry's mother passed away due to childbirth complications at age 13. Henry felt destined for greater things than milking cows and harvesting crops, but his father expected him to take ownership of their farm. This tension grew until Henry decided to leave home at 16, abandoning the family business and moving to Detroit. This was a huge disappointment to his father, who put a strain on their relationship. Henry Ford, a young mechanic, was fired from his job in Detroit and found work as a repairman at a machine shop. His father, disappointed by his decision, lent him a job at a friend's machine shop. Henry found housing with his aunt and worked night shifts as a jewelry repairman, earning $5.50 a week. He eventually worked as a steam engine repairman at Westinghouse. Henry continued his dream of creating a steam-powered vehicle, but despite hours of work, he couldn't achieve it. The first steam-powered vehicle, made in 1769, operated on a track, making it difficult for Henry to make a trackless vehicle. He eventually discovered an invention described as a silent gas engine in a magazine. This experience changed Henry's perception of gasoline combustion, as it produced more energy than expected and was much lighter. Henry Ford, a pioneer in steam engines, moved back to Detroit after learning about the gasoline engine from a repairman at Edison Illuminating Company. His experiences with the gasoline engine led him to pursue his dream of creating a steam-powered vehicle. Henry Ford began his career as a chief engineer, where he gained first-hand experience with gasoline engines. This position allowed him to focus on his horseless carriage concept, which he knew was possible with a gasoline engine. Henry met Thomas Edison, who encouraged him to continue pursuing the idea. For 3 years. By 1896, the quadricycle was ready, and Henry sold it for $200 to work on the second model. He eventually completed the second model, which was larger, faster, and more smooth. Henry was desperate to invent full-time, but didn't have enough money. He raised money to start his own company and drove a wealthy lumber salesman on a 3.5-mile drive in 1899. Henry Ford, a renowned car builder, was captivated by a salesman's car and subsequently acquired 12 investors and a capital of $15,000. He founded the Detroit Automotive Company in 1899, aiming to create affordable, efficient, and well-made vehicles. However, his shareholders demanded a variety of vehicles built quickly, leading to constant conflict and production delays. Henry struggled with the business side of the business, as he had not mastered the business side of automobiles. The company was dissolved in 1901, but Henry continued to work on his inventions. Despite the failure of his first business, Henry had more freedom to focus on his own race car, which he believed would be more successful by making it lighter. Henry Ford, a successful racing driver, founded the Henry Ford Company in 1903 to produce lightweight city cars. However, Henry's obsession with racing led to conflicts with shareholders, who replaced him as chief engineer. Henry Ford left the company, signing a contract that gave him the rights to his name and designs for the four-cylinder racer he had been working on. The company reorganized as the Cadillac Automobile Company, which later became a commercial success. Henry Ford returned to racing in 1901, creating the groundbreaking Ford 999, which broke all American driving records. His success in racing attracted investors who wanted to work with him. In 1903, Henry started the Ford Motor Company, aiming to build a motor car for the great multitude. The company's first product was the Model A, which sold for $750. Henry's innovative idea of an assembly line in his car factories changed the industry, allowing for faster and more efficient production processes. Henry Ford revolutionized the automotive industry by assigning workers to repetitive tasks, increasing factory efficiency by 500%. He implemented manufacturing of individual car parts, reducing production time from 2.5 days to 90 minutes. This led to the launch of the Model T, a successful car that was affordable, durable, and easy to operate. By 1914, Ford sold more cars than all other car manufacturers in America combined. As Model Ts flew out of dealerships, Henry gradually decreased the price of his cars to attract more customers. Over 15 million Model Ts were sold before the end of production. However, many workers became disappointed with the assembly line style production, leading to high turnover rates of 380%. To address this, Henry doubled the pay of his workers, provided free English lessons for immigrants, reduced working hours from 9 to 8 hours, and introduced a 5-day work week. These changes went against the norms of the time, and Henry's shareholders were outraged, feeling money was being given to workers without reason. Henry Ford's theory of allowing more rest and higher wages led to a boom in Detroit's Ford factories, attracting more workers and forcing competitors to adopt similar policies. Henry also decreased work time by 1 hour, allowing for a third 8-hour shift, allowing the factory to run 24 hours a day. However, shareholders did not see these changes as progress, leading to Henry's legal battles. In 1906, Henry bought enough stock to make him the majority owner and controlling shareholder. In 1919, Henry handed over leadership to his son Edsel, but he ruled behind the scenes, making big decisions. Edsel's suggestions to modernize the company were met with harsh resistance, leading to a decrease in Model T sales. However, a half-decade of prosperity in America and cheap credit led to a public demand for more luxurious cars, which competitors like General Motors and Chrysler were happy to provide. In 1927, Henry Ford agreed to build a new model of vehicle, the Model A, to meet the modern demands of the industry. However, Ford's sales fell to third place behind Chrysler and General Motors. The Great Depression forced Ford to lay off workers and lower wages, leading to the Ford massacre. In the late 1920s, Henry bought millions of acres of land in Brazil to grow rubber trees for mass production. He set up a rubber plantation in the Brazilian jungle, Fordlandia, which housed over 7,000 people. However, the town faced challenges such as adverse weather, disease outbreaks, anger among workers, and environmental disasters. Despite these challenges, Henry continued to invest millions in the project, despite the challenges it faced. The Ford massacre resulted in the death of 4 workers. Henry Ford, a prominent American industrialist, sold his plantation to the Brazilian government for $250,000, leaving behind ruins of Fordlandia as a symbol of his utopian vision. As he grew older, he became increasingly obsessed with Jewish people, blaming them for various issues. He funded a newspaper, the International Jew, the World's Problem, which had 700,000 weekly readers. Ford published over 60 articles attacking Jews, compiling them into 4 books, which the Nazis cited as inspiration. Adolf Hitler even praised Ford, and in 1938, he was awarded the Grand Cross of the German Eagle by the Nazi Party. Gatorade, once the sports drink of choice, has been surpassed by the new brand, Prime, launched by Logan Paul and KSI. Prime has made significant changes in the industry, as it has become synonymous with athletes and has a wider range of consumers. The brand's marketing duo, who have boxing experience, are not the typical athletes associated with sports beverages. The demand for sports drinks has only increased despite the number of competitive athletes remaining healthy. The sports drink industry is worth almost $30 billion today. The new brand has sparked a wider interest in functional drinks, such as kombucha, vitamin water, and sports drinks. As the market expands, people are gravitating towards more healthy options, such as kombucha and vitamin water. This shift in focus is a result of the growing interest in functional drinks, which offer more benefits than just taste. As the sports drink industry continues to grow, it is essential to consider the potential benefits and potential drawbacks of the new brand. Ted Steger and Max Clemens, owners of Congo Brands, are the real brains behind the Prime brand. They manage operations and figure out how to do everything in KSI, while Logan is the front man. Steger and Clemens, who were behind the Crypto Zoo disasters, saw the profitability of sports drinks and saw the popularity of KSI and Logan Paul. They decided to marry the two in the sports drink industry, of course, creating the Prime brand and idea. The Prime brand was conceived and presented in a way that made people think it was the idea of these two popular YouTubers. The way they did it is brilliant, a little shady but brilliant. Gatorade became an international sensation partly because of clever partnerships with names like Michael Jordan. Modern celebrity is not just a genius in their field, but also someone who's social media savvy. Today's social media giants shape the minds of younger generations in a more powerful way than just knowing how to shoot hoops. YouTubers like KSI and Logan Paul have a true connection with their audience, even if they don't have as much widespread celebrity status as Michael Jordan. By partnering with influential people like Michael Jordan, they can create a powerful impact on the sports drink industry. Vloggers often invite viewers into their homes and lives, introducing them to friends and family. This connection can be manipulated and distorted, as viewers may feel like they are their friends. This can lead to the support of creators like Emma Chamberlain, who may launch their own products, which can feel exploitative. Congo Brands understood this relationship well and took advantage of this special YouTuber viewer bond to turn it for a profit. The KSI-Logan partnership was perfectly planned, with two YouTube stars with tens of millions of followers, each with 39 million followers. They are both boxers, which gives Prime a unique edge for marketing and drama. Their epic rivalry, from beating each other in the boxing ring to becoming an unexpected business partner, is a powerful, heartwarming story. They admit that it was all a show, which is of course the reality. However, the relationship between creators and viewers can be exploitative, as seen in the case of the KSI-Logan partnership. The Prime team has been successful in marketing their products through viral videos and partnerships with USC and ASCAR. They have created a frenzy of people crowding grocery stores at dawn to buy their drinks, which sell out instantly. People have driven hundreds of miles to buy them or spent up to $150,000 for a 12-pack. Prime's hype is interesting, as it seems that they may have been able to generate hype and increase prices by making their products hard to get. However, as of the writing of this script on their website, it shows that they are well sold out. This could be due to the fact that humans tend to ascribe more value to products perceived as scarce, and companies may deliberately make their products hard to get to generate hype and rack up prices. The hype surrounding Prime's products is difficult to wrap my head around, but it is interesting to see how companies can manipulate their products to generate hype and increase prices. Prime, a popular fitness drink, has been criticized for its marketing tactics and claims to have fewer calories than other brands. The company claims to have a fraction of the sugar content of classic brands and over twice the number of electrolytes as Gatorade. However, Prime's health claims do not make sense, as they replace sugar with sucrose, which has its own set of problems. The main goal of a hydration drink that is supposed to help athletes is not to drink Prime, as it is not an actual hydration drink. The company's marketing tactics may be creative, but it is crucial to consider the product's quality and presentation in the fitness drink world. The company's marketing efforts may not be enough to build a brand in modern society, and the company's marketing efforts may not be enough to attract customers. Sports drinks are designed to replace the electrolytes lost during sweating, which are essential minerals for bodily functions like hydration. Companies like Gatorade prioritize replenishing electrolytes, which are essential minerals for hydration. However, sodium, a key electrolyte, can taste salty and is often included in sports drinks to make them more palatable. Prime, a sports drink, has minimal sodium content, but instead ramps up its potassium content to claim double the electrolytes without risking the taste. Gatorade, on the other hand, has 20 times the sodium content of Prime, but this is off the point as most people don't know about electrolytes other than electrolytes. A healthy diet provides all the sodium needed for sodium, and serious athletes may not be drinking Prime. Gatorade is announcing a new line of energy drinks, which will likely have funky flavors, limited stock, and bold promises about superiority over competitors. In summary, sports drinks aim to replace electrolytes lost during sweating, but they often contain excessive sodium and sugar. Gatorade's energy drinks are expected to offer a more balanced and enjoyable experience for most people. The article discusses the instantaneous international success of a YouTube brand, Prime, compared to the threat of Gatorade's stranglehold on the industry. It suggests that companies like Prime are preparing a response to this success, as they have shaken things up to such a degree that other companies are taking note. The article also raises concerns about fakers like Prime masquerading as sports drinks without the basic elements of a sports drink, putting other companies in an awkward position. The article suggests that to compete on a taste level, buying brands may pull similar stunts to the point where the entire category is meaningless on a higher level. Also suggests that more bigwigs may pay off influencers to announce their own personal brands or lower sodium levels and change ingredient lists to appeal more broadly. The article also suggests that companies like Gatorade and Powerade are doing an above-board effort to present their information properly and not just go after money. The author believes that money grabbers are grabbing products like Tang or Blue Raspberry Slurpees, which are known for their intense taste. So this is it for today, everyone. I hope you find the video interesting and informative. So do like and share the video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel BizFlix Media and hit the bell icon to stay tuned with us. A YouTube entrepreneur, Iman Gadzi, has gone from nothing to a multi-millionaire in just a few years.
Iman Gadzi.
Born to a single mother, Iman struggled financially and was a college dropout. He was disciplined and had a strong urge to support his mother, which motivated him to work daily on money-making ideas. He also learned to meditate and created a winning mindset. His breakthrough came with his agency, which he started in 2016. His first client recognized his strong will and went for the deal, giving him his first taste of making money. This video is a must-watch for anyone looking to make their own money or start their own business. In 2016, a man with experience in Instagram was running a company branding companies. He set goals at an early age, including reading 52 books a week, earning $15,000. He charged $110 a week from his first agency client, which was $440 a month. He had to shoot, edit, and create 30 unique Instagram posts, 3 unique Facebook posts, and 4 YouTube videos a month. He hated tests for minimum wages, but knew he could be the man he knew he could be in 2017. In 2017, his mindset changed, and he felt lonely. He decided to be alone with his thoughts and not be criticized by people who were negative. This year was the most life-changing year of his life. He emphasizes the importance of not getting angry at people who throw negativity in your way, as they may fear that you will grow too much and find no use for them anymore. They share a personal experience where a person like Lily wakes up early, meditates, and is ready to work. He promised his mother a trip to Paris in 2016, which he eventually achieved. However, he faced cancellations in the first week of business, but he was grateful for the success and continued to grow his business. Despite facing challenges, he managed to make a monthly income of $25,000 with his agency. He saw the situation as a chance to learn how to build inclines and avoid having client cards and files. He encourages others to be patient and not get discouraged by negativity, as it ultimately leads to personal growth and success. He shares his journey of overcoming adversity and finding happiness. He was able to buy his first house, which was a dream of his. He felt helpless and needed to take care of their family. Entrepreneurship was his way out, and he started practicing meditation and reading a book a week. At 18, he bought his first watch, a Rolex 41, for $50K. In 2018, they found a small team to outsource their work and focus on their agency. He made over $50K a month with their agency. They recently extended their trip with a 2-day training with a company called Motivate Design, which cost $20,000. His journey of overcoming adversity and finding success has been inspiring and inspiring. The author, who charges £15,000, found a niche and hired his first full-time employee. He realized the value of his income and focused on training his employees and scaling his business. He signed massive deals and started spending more money on luxury watches. In 2020, he realized that there was a direct conflict between charging and the length of time clients can keep them. He realized that there was a sweet spot where charging less would result in longer client retention. Instead, he focused on the lifetime value of the client rather than just the monthly value. This approach satisfied customers, kept relationships, and helped him find more clients. By focusing on the lifetime value of clients, he was able to increase their income and maintain a competitive edge in the market. He is a member of an agency aiming to grow and attract more customers. They discuss how their self-esteem and company's self-esteem have improved, and how they can handle situations when customers are unsure about entering into a deal. They also discuss the importance of building relationships with clients and the potential for success. He is involved with their agency and has successfully closed 3 new clients in 24 hours. They are excited about the potential for growth and are hopeful that they will be able to boom 3 out of 3 clients. He is unsure if they want to continue with their agency or if they want to focus on other aspects of their business. In 2020, he reflects on his agency's success and the challenges it faced. He compared the monthly sales calls to a sales call that only required 10 to 25K, which he considered unqualified. However, he realized that the retention rate of the agency was not where he wanted it to be. He made more money overall with the agency by charging performance deals and focusing on delivering high-quality services. By the end of 2020, he had $1.5 million in his agency bank account and started investing most of it in crypto, 7 to 80%, and watches, as these 2 assets were also interesting to him. This change in strategy led to a significant increase in client retention and a significant increase in overall revenue. He discusses his decision to invest in the crypto market at the end of 2020, which led to him having a $7 million portfolio by May 2021. He shares details about his life, including his struggles with depression and suicidal thoughts. He recalls a night with friends where he was hung out, had a party, and then woke up at 9:30. He was very sad and confused, leading to a 6-week bout of intense anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts. When he would wake up with a pounding heart, he would meditate for 15 minutes in front of his Juve, a red light therapy device. He believed that if his heart rate was high and he was feeling anxious, he could meditate away, ensuring that he would not have issues. He emphasizes the importance of sharing information about his life and achievements on social media, as well as the impact of his decision to invest in the crypto market. They also discuss the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle and avoiding unhealthy habits, such as smoking and drinking. He has been practicing meditation for 7 years, but after a series of events, they experienced a mental breakdown. The experience was a painful period, with he feeling trapped by a demon or another life force, and feeling like they were bipolar. He woke up at around 4 or 5 p.m., feeling like they were going to kill themselves. However, by the time they woke up, they were feeling fine and happy. The period passed quickly, but he also realized that depression and anxiety were important issues. He couldn't explain how it happened despite the story. In 2020 and 2021, he made significant money for his business, moving into a 4-bedroom apartment in Dubai for tax reasons. He believes that having an agency is a great cash flow, but he wishes he had started investing earlier. In the future, he believes that having an agency is a great cash flow, but he wishes he had started investing earlier. His business has grown significantly, with a monthly income of $100,000. However, he wishes he had started investing earlier to maintain his financial stability. That's all for today, everyone. I hope you find the video interesting and informative, so do like and share the video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel BizFlix Media and hit the bell icon to stay tuned with us. See you soon in the upcoming videos. For nearly a decade, Skype was the dominating player in the video calling market before Zoom emerged as a major challenger. However, when the pandemic struck, Zoom swiftly replaced Skype as the preferred medium for virtual conversations. The rise of Zoom and its founder, Eric Yuan, is an amazing story. Eric Yuan, born in 1970 in China, showed early evidence of an entrepreneurial ambition, collecting scrap metal to help feed his family. One such attempt ended in a shed fire, which was mercifully put out by firefighters before it could have been disastrous. Despite this setback, Eric persisted in his search for his goal. Eric became interested in technology after reading about an American tech startup in the media. He was captivated by Silicon Valley's cutting-edge computer culture and hoped to one day launch his own digital enterprise. But this goal was halfway around the world, and China's tech sector was only in its infancy at the time. Eric enrolled at Shandong University of Science and Technology to study computer sciences and applied mathematics in order to be closer to his family and stay current on technological advances. This decision eventually led him to launch Zoom, which eclipsed Skype to become a billion-dollar company and a pioneer in the video calling industry. Eric Yuan's journey is both a breathtaking love tale that changed the course of history and an inspiring example of resilience and triumph. Eric fell deeply in love with Sherry in 1987, when he was a freshman in college, despite the fact that she lived 10 hours away by train. The lengthy journey to see her spurred Eric's idea to create a solution for simple video communication. They married when he was 22 years old. After graduating, he founded a technology company in Beijing. Attending a conference with Bill Gates on the future of the internet in 1994 inspired Eric's realization that internet technology could fulfill his dream. He chose to go to Silicon Valley to study more. Despite repeated visa rejections, he was eventually hired at WebEx due to his abilities and perseverance. The transition to living in the United States was difficult, owing to linguistic and cultural difficulties. But Eric's hard work, coding abilities, optimism, and honesty earned him praise. He moved through the ranks at WebEx, eventually commanding the technical team. While Eric was proud of WebEx's success after going public in 2000, he remained devoted to his aim of one day founding his own technology business. Following 9/11s, the world's fear and suspicion fueled demand for WebEx's software, which allowed organizations resulting in substantial cultural changes. Eric and the original WebEx staff were ignored, and the emphasis changed from innovation to financial gain. Eric became irritated when customer complaints about slow morals. He spent several difficult years at WebEx, fearing meetings where consumers expressed unhappiness. His sadness was aggravated by the death of his father in 2010. However, Eric's sadness led him to discover that making others happy gave his life meaning. He felt that the goal of life was to achieve long-term happiness by making others happy. To do this, he offered a new platform for video calling to his bosses, hoping to effect considerable change. Eric offered to Cisco an alternative, user-friendly video calling approach in order to solve customer problems and increase usability. His concept centered on cloud-based, easy-to-access meetings that provided a consistent connection independent of internet quality. However, Cisco rejected his idea, believing it was not worth the effort in such a saturated industry. Eric was adamant about realizing his vision. He had a choice: keep his safe six-figure career or accept the risk of starting his own business. In 2011, he left his 14-year employment at Cisco and resigned from his comfortable income. Eric understood he needed money to get his new business off the ground. Despite rejection from venture financiers who saw little promise in a new video calling network, he remained confident in his concept. Eric received encouragement from Silicon Valley colleagues who believed in him. A former Cisco executive was the first to invest, and other friends and acquaintances joined in to assist Eric launch his new venture. Friends and investors helped Eric fund SaaS-based startup. He wanted a simple, cross-device solution without downloads or accounts. Eric wanted a simple, stable, consumer-focused solution. He thought cheerful workers did better work, so he developed a fun workplace. He needed to hire talented engineers from WebEx, even if it meant allocating most of the budget to engineering to achieve his goal. A 2012 investor helped Eric rename SaaS-based Zoom after becoming unhappy with it. The team launched the first beta without a plan. They met technology reviewer Walt Mossberg, a major industry figure, to gain attention. Zoom's smooth performance over a shaky phone connection impressed Mossberg. His good evaluation spread Zoom worldwide, with 50,000 new clients downloading the software the day of his review. After the company started, Eric and his team handled sales, quality assurance, and marketing. Eric personally contacted canceled subscribers for feedback. Some clients doubted his communications, unaware Eric was the CEO. Eric wanted to reach unhappy WebEx users and businesses. He gave up a premium version of Zoom that allowed 40-minute calls with 100 participants to encourage customers to subscribe to paid plans after seeing his quality. Eric's strategy worked as Zoom gained business traction and competed with established corporations. By May 2013, Zoom had 1 million customers and $25 million valuation. It was improving, but Skype and Microsoft-owned services were ahead. Eric's dedication to consumer feedback and product innovation helped Zoom grow. Over 1,700 employees, marketing and sales divisions, and $300 million in revenue made Zoom a sustainable company by 2019. Eric's dream of taking Zoom public came fulfilled, and the company's IPO was a spectacular success with a $15.9 billion value after one day. Eric and many employees became billionaires overnight. Zoom reached 10 million monthly users by December 2019 despite fierce competition from Skype and other networks. Hidden servers on computers could be exploited for illegal access, posing a security risk for the company. The issue was rectified, but Eric's workload and stress grew. Zoom changed in early 2020 due to an unanticipated event. COVID-19 caused a global lockdown in early 2020, forcing people to work from home and use video conferencing. Skype had been the market leader, but many home users were unaware with Zoom, which was growing in business. People switched to Zoom during the pandemic. The reason is Skype's demise. Skype had stagnated for years. It was originally designed for audio calls that incorporated video. Due to its poor software basis for video conversations, connectivity and stability issues persisted. Neglected development. Microsoft's acquisition of Skype focused on Teams for business clients, leaving Skype behind. Skype adds features and gimmicks that require frequent updates and cause problems. User experience. Skype's user experience was less fluid and well-designed than Zoom's, leaving users puzzled and furious. Zoom's focus. Zoom has always concentrated on video conferencing, without browser or device versions. It allowed high-quality video calls with poor internet connections due to its low bandwidth. Users could join meetings without downloading or joining up and use fascinating. Please leave comments and like and share this video with your friends and family. Remember to subscribe to BizFlix. Tinder, a popular online dating app, is designed to help users meet new people and explore their possibilities. However, the app is not designed to help users find love, as it aims to maximize loneliness and become one of the most profitable apps globally. Tinder uses a clever strategy to monetize loneliness, making it one of the most profitable apps in the world. However, allegations suggest that the company prioritizes profit over people and has manipulated human emotions, such as love. Tinder gives users a secret score that ranks their desirableness, determining how often they show their profiles. The creator of rival app Bumble was a co-founder of Tinder, but quit after suing the company and alleging sexual harassment. Tinder also owns many other popular online matchmaking services, making it financially motivated to avoid finding partners to keep users from their target markets. Tinder started as a fun way to swipe through singles in your local area, but it soon became limited due to the introduction of ads and the amount of swipes users could do each day. The excitement was gone, and users began to wonder if they were doing something wrong. When Tinder Gold was introduced, it promised to boost profiles and show people interested in them, leading users to upgrade to Tinder Platinum for an even higher fee. Cian Rad, who had been studying business at university, realized that with a little help, he could create almost anything. He brainstormed more ideas, and together with his college friend Justin Mateen, they came up with the idea of a flirting app loosely based on the concept of hot or not. In February 2012, they worked tirelessly for 3 weeks to create a prototype of their idea, which originally had thumbs up or down layouts. After showing the prototype to friends, they realized it would be better to try and gamify the app as much as possible, leading to the introduction of the infamous swipe feature. The app Matchbox was originally called during a hackathon, an event that brings computer programmers together to work and collaborate on projects. This particular project was hosted by Hatch Labs, a startup incubator owned by a giant conglomerate called IAC, which owns Match Group, a company with a majority stake in Match.com, FishOccuped, and other popular dating sites. After the hackathon, IAC invested in Matchbox, a company that has a near monopoly on online dating. Tinder, a dating app, was initially named Matchbox due to its similarities to Match.com. However, the name was later changed to Tinder due to a misunderstanding about its relationship with IAC, the company's majority owner. The app quickly became one of the most profitable apps in the world. Justin, the founder, introduced the app to influential people and fraternities, selling it as a way to expedite the hookup process. The app quickly spread across college campuses and into the mainstream of big cities. Tinder's popularity was further fueled by the company's massive parties, where only those who had downloaded the app could enter. By October 2014, users completed over 1 billion swipes per day, with an average user spending nearly 90 minutes per day on the app. Tinder was named the best new startup of 2013 by TechCrunch, and Cian Rad and his co-founders were featured on the covers of course magazines. However, Tinder also attracted negative attention, with complaints that it made dating superficial and causing an increase in infidelity. In 2014, Whitney Wolfe, an early co-founder of the company, filed a sexual harassment charge against Tinder, claiming that Justin Mateen, her ex-boyfriend and Tinder co-founder, had sent her threats and abusive text messages, and that the Tinder culture was misogynistic. Tinder faced a significant split in its staff due to accusations of sexual harassment, leading to a settlement of around $1 million. Whitney then bought a competitor, Bumble, with a similar concept and design. The two companies faced multiple court battles, including a lawsuit alleging Bumble was guilty of patent infringement and stealing trade secrets. In December 2016, Greg Bluth took over as Tinder CEO, but was later removed after being accused of sexual harassment by a former vice president. Bluth later filed a defamation suit against his accuser, claiming the allegations were a smear campaign. Tinder has admitted that there are registered sex offenders on its free products, which has led to some horror stories and scams. The most controversial aspect of Tinder is how it makes its money. In 2015, the first premium subscription service was released, and the company hoped to bring in revenue and make the platform profitable. The service launched with new features, such as Passport and Rewind Passport, allowing users to change their location to find matches with people from anywhere in the world. Tinder introduced new features like Rewind and Rewind to encourage users to pay for the premium subscription model. However, the company knew that these features alone might not be enough to get customers to part with their money. To encourage people to pay, Tinder limited the number of free swipes and placed ads between profiles. Many free users were unhappy with the service, feeling like they were getting a watered-down version of the app. Tinder had another lawsuit to deal with, as they offered the Tinder Plus subscription for $999 to under 28s and $19.99 to over 28s, leading to an age discrimination lawsuit in California. Tinder had to pay millions of dollars in compensation for this discrimination. Despite this, Tinder continued to discriminate based on age, gender, and location, charging certain people more for the same service. This led to Tinder making more money than ever. Tinder expanded overseas and faced pressure from the board to increase revenue. They released a new higher tier of their premium subscription called Tinder Goals for an extra $5 a month or $10 extra if someone was over 30. Profile boosting allowed users to pay to put themselves at the front of the queue, increasing their chances of getting matched. As a result, Tinder became not just one of the most popular apps on the App Store, but one of the most profitable. However, Tinder ignored the growing community of loyal fans who were complaining about the app turning its back on its users. Tinder has released a third premium subscription tier for $19.99 per month, or for those over 30, which allows users to message before matching. This negates the mutual attraction system that Tinder was founded on. In September 2019, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission sued Tinder's parent company Match Group for using fake users to bait men into paying for subscriptions. Tinder also uses monetization tricks, such as hiding potential matches from free profiles and charging users up to $70 for profile boosts, priority likes, or super likes. Tinder has turned dating into a pay-to-win game, with the odds becoming increasingly stacked against users. Tinder also has a hidden desirability score, which determines how often users are shown to people and who they are shown to. This hidden rating is used to keep users hooked on the platform. Tinder has replaced the Tinder paradox with a similar algorithm that stops showing profiles deemed less popular. However, the most interesting aspect of Tinder's economics is its virtual private network, AppVanish VPN. AppVanish offers unlimited simultaneous connections, 24/7 customer support, and is fast and easy to use. By clicking the link provided, users can receive 65% of AppVanish's yearly plan, a small investment to protect their valuable personal information. Tinder, a popular dating app, has been accused of using artificial intelligence to keep users engaged and potentially causing them to lose 2 customers. The app's success in matching users to potential partners is based on the number of matches it receives, which can lead to users being hooked on the app. Tinder's main method is to stagnate matches, causing users to feel a sense of dopamine and swiping in search of more matches. The app uses data science to know the average number of matches needed to regularly use the app and to keep users in a Goldilocks zone of just the right amount of matches. The app has been criticized for its deception, bullying, and outright lies, leading to concerns about the company's financial stability. Tinder, a dating app, was accused of stealing billions of dollars from its employees by fabricating a fake global valuation. The company's parent company gave a false valuation in 2017, resulting in the co-founders and early employees being worth significantly less than they should have been. They demanded $2 billion in compensation. By late 2021, Match Group settled the legal dispute and agreed to pay Tinder's co-founders and original team $441 million. Despite the drama, Tinder has revolutionized dating by making it easier to connect with new people. This is it for today, everyone. I hope you find the video interesting and informative. So do like and share the video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to stay tuned with us. See you soon in the upcoming videos. Evan Spiegel, a failed business idea and his girlfriend's breakup, was inspired by his friend Ricky's idea of sending disappearing photos. They wanted to send nudes without a permanent copy, and they believed girls would be more likely to send them photos if the pictures disappeared afterwards. However, Ivan realized its potential went beyond that, as it would allow people to share things more freely without worry. They decided to split everything 50/50ths and started coding together. Despite several rejections, Ivan convinced Bobby to help build a prototype, which they named Peekaboo. They sent the app to friends, who used it surprisingly high. Later, at a Stanford event, Ivan presented their new app to investors, but none were interested. The investors missed an opportunity to make billions of dollars. The Stanford teaching assistant, who had organized the event, asked Ivan if he had created a sexting app. He was told he had to come up with a new name, Snapchat, which combined snapping a photo and chatting with friends. Snapchat, a social media app, had a rough start with only a few users and no investment. Despite this, co-founders Evan, Reggie, and Bobby continued to work on the app, with Bobby coding and Evan working on design. They decided to create a bright yellow background to stand out in the app market. However, Reggie, a 21-year-old, seemed more interested in partying than building a business, causing tension between the co-founders. After an argument, Evan and Bobby locked Reggie up, leading to legal battles. Snapchat was down to 2 co-founders, and Evan tried to attract new users through various methods, including emailing bloggers and handing out flyers. However, most people didn't get the app's appeal. However, Snapchat suddenly gained a significant increase in users from teenagers, and the number of daily active users grew rapidly. This led to Snapchat going viral among a younger user base who shared it with their friends. Snapchat, unlike other popular social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, felt like a private club for friends, allowing teenagers to send casual, authentic images without the pressure to create perfect versions. This led to increased usage and a more fun experience for users. Snapchat's rapid growth helped secure funding from investors, allowing Evan to hire a larger team to grow the business. However, not everyone saw Snapchat as a legitimate communication tool, with many still viewing it as a gimmick or a sexting app. Snapchat's young users were particularly concerned about the sexting component, but it had a lot of use cases, such as sending photos of themselves with short captions, making it feel more personal. In 2014, Reggie, a founder of Snapchat, filed a lawsuit against Evan and Bobby, claiming he was unfairly kicked out. Eventually, a settlement was reached, with Reggie receiving a lump sum payment in exchange for never speaking about Snapchat again. In October 2012, Snapchat users were increasing rapidly, with 20 million photos sent daily and video messages introduced. Mark Zuckerberg, who had been closely following Snapchat, invited Evan to the Facebook campus and asked to buy the company. Evan declined, saying they didn't want to sell. Mark showed Evan a new app called Poke, which was a blatant copy of Snapchat. The implication was that users had to join Facebook or be crushed with their own version of Snapchat. Facebook had more money and users, so it could be the end of Snapchat. Evan ordered a copy of The Art of War for every Snapchat employee. When Poke launched, Facebook's new clone app shot to the top of the App Store, but it quickly fell back down the rankings and faded into obscurity. Poke failed to catch on due to its lack of differentiation, and the fact that many people liked Snapchat because it was separate and closed off from their other social media accounts. Within a couple of years, Facebook would terminate Poke completely, without anyone really noticing. The incident with Snapchat gained significant publicity and demonstrated the potential of the disappearing photo concept. In just 1 year, Snapchat had grown from an unknown app to over 1 million daily active users and sending over 100 million photos daily. The Snap Me verb became a verb, and Zuckerberg was determined to keep up with the success of the app. In 2013, Snapchat launched a popular feature called Stories, allowing users to broadcast their activities to their friends. This feature disappeared after 24 hours, making it feel like missing out. Mark Zuckerberg offered Evan and Bobby $3 billion to buy Snapchat, despite the platform having virtually no revenue at the time. Both Evan and Bobby own roughly 25% of Snapchat, and if they accepted the offer, it would have a personal net worth of hundreds of millions of dollars. Despite their initial reluctance, they turned down the offer and decided to continue running Snapchat themselves. Snapchat began experimenting with new features, such as camera lenses that could change someone's appearance, public stories from specific events or locations, and content from brands and networks. Snapchat also created a new division called Snap Lab to work on speech recognition, wearable technology, and augmented reality. Evan believed Snapchat needed to think about what users wanted next, rather than relying on data or focus groups, as this wouldn't lead to big leaps in innovation. He operated on a principle of thinking what users didn't know they wanted yet, focusing on gut instincts rather than market research. Snapchat, founded by Evan Spiegel, faced numerous criticisms in the media for its privacy practices. The company was linked to crimes, including drug dealer use of the platform to target children and becoming a haven for child predators. In 2013, a security research group reverse-engineered Snapchat's app, allowing hackers to access usernames and phone numbers. The company also faced charges from the FTC over privacy concerns, as Snapchat collected more data than it claimed and snaps did not disappear as they were supposed to. Despite these scandals, Snapchat's perceived value came from its over 100 million active users, which could be monetized at a later point. Many in the media called for Evan's immediate resignation, fearing that after these scandals, it would be impossible for big corporations to make serious deals with Snapchat. Snapchat, a popular social media platform, was spending over $100 million a year by 2014, and CEO Evan Spiegel wanted to prove its sustainable business model. They began testing ways to make money, such as allowing users to pay 99 cents to replay a message and introducing a feature called Snapcash. However, the big money came from advertising, as Snapchat's ad platform was basic and expensive compared to Google or Facebook ads. Snapchat had a unique advantage in reaching a younger demographic, as kids and teenagers had their attention on the app. As Snapchat expanded its advertising services, ad revenue started rolling in. Meanwhile, Facebook tried to imitate Snapchat by creating new apps and integrating Snapchat features into existing apps. Instagram Stories, a clone of Snapchat, gained 250 million daily active users by mid-2017, surpassing Snapchat Stories. Snapchat's stock lost $1.3 billion after Kylie Jenner tweeted about the company's decline. However, Snap Incorporated renamed itself in 2016 and began expanding beyond Snapchat. The company launched Snapchat Spectacles, a pair of sunglasses that record videos wirelessly sent to a user's chat account. Snap's heavy investment in augmented reality, AR, has led to the development of AR glasses that can change the world around you. They are working with brands to let people see what their clothing would look like if they were wearing them. Spectacles could become a new way to see the world, with unlimited creative possibilities. Snap's AR work, along with its acquisition of Bitmoji, could put them in direct competition with Facebook. This could lead to a new way to experience the world through AR glasses. Snapchat, a messaging app for kids, has been quietly innovating, making acquisitions, and investing in machine learning and artificial intelligence. Its demographic skews young, but it could be at the forefront of new technologies and changing reality experiences. Snapchat has been experimenting with copying, such as launching a TikTok clone called Spotlight. This is it for today, everyone. I hope you find the video interesting and informative, so do like and share the video with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to stay tuned with us. See you soon in the upcoming videos.